Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to stand before you today and speak about a subject that holds the key to unlocking our highest potential, mastering our thoughts. We often underestimate the immense power that lies within our minds, yet it is our thoughts that shape the very fabric of our reality. Every action we take, every emotion we feel, and every experience we encounter begins as a thought. When we start to grasp the profound impact of our thoughts, we can begin to harness this power to transform our lives. Imagine for a moment that your mind is a garden. Every thought you think is a seed. Some seeds will grow into beautiful flowers, while others may become invasive weeds. Just as a gardener must be vigilant about which seeds to cultivate and which to remove, we must be mindful of our thoughts. Our minds are incredibly fertile soil, capable of nurturing whatever is planted there. By choosing our thoughts carefully, we can cultivate a garden of positivity, growth, and success. Consider the extraordinary potential of your thoughts. They are not mere abstractions, but the very blueprint from which your reality is constructed. Thoughts precede all actions and decisions. They shape our beliefs, influence our behaviors, and determine our outcomes. When we realize this, we understand that by mastering our thoughts, we hold the power to shape our destiny. Throughout history, great minds have understood and harnessed the power of thought. Philosophers, spiritual leaders, and innovators have all recognized that our external world is a reflection of our internal state. This timeless wisdom teaches us that if we wish to change our circumstances, we must first change our thoughts. It is not the circumstances that define us, but how we perceive and respond to them. I give out the role of thoughts in achieving success. Every invention, every piece of art, every leap forward in human progress began as a thought in someone's mind. The Wright brothers first imagined flying before they built the first airplane. Thomas Edison envisioned the electric light bulb before it became a reality. These individuals did not let doubts or fears dominate their thinking. Instead, they focused on their visions with unwavering belief and determination. The power of thought extends beyond individual achievements. It impacts our relationships, our health, and our overall being. Positive thoughts can lead to feelings of happiness, love, and fulfillment. They can improve our physical health by reducing stress, boosting our immune system, and increasing our overall vitality. On the other hand, negative thoughts can lead to feelings of anxiety, depression, and dissatisfaction. They can manifest as physical ailments and hold us back from reaching our full potential. Understanding the power of thought also involves recognizing the mind-body connection. Our thoughts are not confined to our heads, they resonate throughout our entire being. When we think positively, we send positive energy through our bodies, enhancing our physical and mental health. Conversely, when we dwell on negative thoughts, we can feel the physical toll it takes on our bodies, leading to fatigue, tension, and even illness. To master our thoughts, we must become aware of them. This requires mindfulness and introspection. We must observe our thoughts without judgment and recognize the patterns that serve us and those that do not. By becoming aware of our mental habits, we can begin to consciously choose thoughts that align with our goals and desires. The journey to mastering our thoughts is not always easy. It requires persistence, practice, and patience. There will be times when negative thoughts creep in, when doubts and fears try to take hold. But it is in these moments that we must remember the power we possess. We must cultivate a mindset of resilience and determination, knowing that we have the ability to redirect our thoughts towards positivity and growth. Mastering our thoughts is the key to mastering our lives. It is through our thoughts that we create our reality. By cultivating positive, empowering thoughts, we can transform our inner world and, in turn, our outer experiences. Let us embrace the power of thought and take charge of our destiny, creating a life filled with purpose, joy, and fulfillment. The mind-body connection is a profound interplay between our thoughts, emotions, and physical state, revealing that what we think and feel directly impacts our physical health and overall well-being. This connection is not just a theoretical concept, but a fundamental aspect of human existence, deeply rooted in both ancient wisdom and modern science. Our thoughts are powerful influencers of our physical health. Positive thoughts can enhance our well-being, leading to tangible physical benefits. When we think positively, our brains release chemicals like dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins, which elevate our mood and promote a sense of happiness and well-being. These chemicals also have physiological effects, such as reducing stress, lowering blood pressure, and boosting the immune system. Conversely, negative thoughts can have detrimental effects, increasing stress levels and contributing to physical ailments. Stress is a prime example of how thoughts influence the body. When we perceive a threat or experience anxiety, our body responds with a stress reaction, releasing hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones prepare us for a fight or flight response, useful in acute situations but harmful when experienced chronically. Chronic stress can lead to a range of health issues, including heart disease, digestive problems, and a weakened immune system. By learning to manage our thoughts and reduce negative thinking, we can mitigate these harmful effects and improve our overall health. The placebo effect further illustrates the mind-body connection. When patients believe they are receiving a treatment that will help them, they often experience real, measurable improvements in their condition, even if the treatment is inactive. This phenomenon demonstrates the power of belief and expectation in shaping our physical reality. Our thoughts and beliefs can trigger physiological responses that promote healing and well-being. Moreover, our emotions, which are closely linked to our thoughts, play a significant role in our physical health. Emotions such as love, joy, and gratitude have been shown to enhance health and longevity. These positive emotions can improve heart health, strengthen the immune system, and even increase life expectancy. On the other hand, emotions like anger, fear, and sadness can have the opposite effect, contributing to health issues like hypertension, chronic pain, and mental health disorders. Understanding the mind-body connection also involves recognizing how our physical state can influence our thoughts and emotions. Physical exercise, for example, is known to boost mental health. Engaging in regular physical activity releases endorphins and other feel-good chemicals in the brain, reducing symptoms of depression and anxiety, and enhancing cognitive function. Similarly, practices like yoga and meditation, which combine physical movement with mindfulness, can improve both mental and physical health by reducing stress, increasing relaxation, and promoting a sense of inner peace. Nutrition is another critical aspect of the mind-body connection. What we eat can influence our mental state. Diets rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins provide essential nutrients that support brain health and function. Conversely, diets high in processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats can negatively affect our mood and cognitive abilities, leading to issues like brain fog, depression, and anxiety. Sleep is equally important in this interplay. Quality sleep is essential for mental and physical health. During sleep, our bodies and minds undergo crucial restorative processes. Poor sleep can impair cognitive function, increase stress levels, and weaken the immune system. By prioritizing good sleep hygiene and ensuring we get adequate rest, we can enhance our overall well-being and maintain a healthier mind-body balance. The mind-body connection underscores the importance of holistic health. To achieve optimal well-being, we must address both our mental and physical health, recognizing that they are inextricably linked. By fostering positive thoughts, managing stress, engaging in regular physical activity, eating a nutritious diet, and prioritizing quality sleep, we can harness the power of the mind-body connection to lead healthier, more fulfilling lives. This understanding empowers us to take proactive steps in nurturing our mental and physical health, ultimately mastering our thoughts and transforming our reality. The law of assumption is a transformative principle that asserts the power of assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. This concept revolves around the idea that by believing and feeling as if our desires have already been realized, we align our reality with that assumption, bringing our desires into manifestation. This principle goes beyond mere positive thinking. It requires a deep, emotional immersion into the state of having already achieved what we seek. To truly understand the law of assumption, we must first recognize that our outer world is a reflection of our inner state. Our beliefs, feelings, and assumptions create the lens through which we perceive reality. When we consistently assume a certain state of being, we project that assumption onto the world around us, influencing our experiences and interactions. For example, if we assume a state of abundance, we are more likely to notice and attract opportunities for prosperity. Conversely, if we assume a state of lack, we may inadvertently close ourselves off to such opportunities. The practice of the law of assumption begins with a clear and vivid visualization of our desired outcome. Visualization is a powerful tool because the mind cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. By creating a detailed mental picture of our desire, complete with sensory details and emotions, we start to embody the state of having already achieved it. This mental rehearsal primes our mind and body to act in ways that align with our desired outcome. Visualization alone is not enough. We must also cultivate the corresponding feelings and emotions associated with our desired state. Emotions are the driving force behind the law of assumption. They are the fuel that powers our assumptions into reality. When we feel the joy, excitement, and gratitude of having already achieved our desire, we send out powerful vibrations that attract corresponding circumstances into our lives. These feelings must be genuine and sustained, as fleeting or superficial emotions will not have the same impact. An essential aspect of the law of assumption is persistence. Our beliefs and assumptions are often deeply ingrained and may require time and consistent effort to change. It is not enough to assume our desired state sporadically. We must persist in this assumption until it becomes our dominant belief. This persistence requires faith and trust in the process, even when external circumstances appear unchanged. By maintaining our assumption, we gradually reprogram our subconscious mind, which in turn influences our actions and reactions in alignment with our desired state. Overcoming doubt and negative thinking is also crucial in practicing the law of assumption. Our minds are conditioned to focus on what is, rather than what could be. To effectively use this law, we must learn to redirect our thoughts away from current limitations and toward our desired outcomes. This involves a conscious effort to replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations and to focus on the feeling of our wish fulfilled. Whenever doubt arises, we must reaffirm our belief and immerse ourselves once again in the emotional state of our desire already realized. Another powerful technique is living from the end. This means acting as if our desired outcome is already a reality. When we live from the end, we make decisions, take actions, and engage in behaviors that align with our assumed state. This not only reinforces our assumption, but also creates a self-fulfilling prophecy. For instance, if we assume the state of being a successful entrepreneur, we might start networking with like-minded individuals, seeking out opportunities for growth, and making strategic business decisions that we would not have considered otherwise. The law of assumption also highlights the importance of gratitude. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to what we already have, creating a positive feedback loop that attracts more of what we appreciate. By feeling grateful for our desired outcome, as if it has already happened, we reinforce our assumption and align ourselves with the frequency of abundance. Gratitude amplifies the emotional energy behind our assumptions, making them more powerful and effective. The law of assumption teaches us that we are the creators of our reality. By consciously choosing and assuming the state of our desires already fulfilled, we harness the creative power of our thoughts and emotions to shape our experiences. This principle empowers us to take control of our destiny, transforming our inner world to reflect our highest aspirations. Through visualization, emotional immersion, persistence, and gratitude, we can master the art of assumption and manifest a life of fulfillment, joy, and abundance. Visualization is a powerful technique that harnesses the creative power of the mind to manifest our desires and goals. It involves mentally creating vivid and detailed images of our desired outcomes, experiences, or achievements. While visualization is often associated with achieving specific goals or material success, its benefits extend far beyond mere wish fulfillment. When practiced effectively, visualization can enhance motivation, boost confidence, reduce anxiety, and foster a deep sense of inner peace and satisfaction. The process of visualization begins with clarity of intention. Before we can visualize effectively, we must first identify and clarify what it is that we truly desire. This could be anything from achieving a personal milestone, such as completing a marathon, to manifesting a new career opportunity or cultivating a loving relationship. The more specific and detailed our intention, the clearer our visualization can become. Once we have identified our intention, we can visualize it in our mind's eye. Visualization is most effective when we engage all our senses in the process. We should imagine not only what we will see, but also what we will hear, feel, and even taste in our imagined scenario. For example, if our goal is to purchase a new home, we might visualize walking through the rooms, feeling the texture of the walls, smelling the fresh paint, and hearing the sounds of our family enjoying the space. The key to effective visualization lies in creating a mental image that is as vivid and detailed as possible. The more real and tangible our visualization feels, the more our subconscious mind will accept it as a current reality. This process taps into the brain's neuroplasticity, the ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections based on our experiences and thoughts. Visualization also involves engaging our emotions. The emotional component of visualization is crucial because emotions act as the driving force behind our intentions. When we evoke positive emotions such as joy, gratitude, excitement, or contentment during visualization, we amplify the vibrational energy of our thoughts. This emotional resonance sends out powerful signals to the universe, aligning us with the frequency of our desired outcome and attracting corresponding experiences into our lives. Consistency and repetition are essential aspects of effective visualization. Like any skill, the ability to visualize vividly improves with practice. Regular practice reinforces our intentions and strengthens our belief in the possibility of achieving our goals. It helps to set aside dedicated time each day for visualization exercises, ideally in a quiet and comfortable environment where we can focus fully on our mental imagery. Visualization can also be enhanced by incorporating affirmations and positive self-talk. Affirmations are short, positive statements that reinforce our beliefs and intentions. By combining visualization with affirmations, we create a powerful synergy that amplifies the impact of both techniques. For example, while visualizing ourselves delivering a confident presentation at work, we might repeat affirmations such as "I am capable, confident, and fully prepared." Another effective strategy is to visualize the process of achieving our goals rather than just the end result. This involves mentally rehearsing the steps and actions required to reach our desired outcome. By visualizing ourselves taking practical steps toward our goals, such as studying diligently for an exam, networking to build professional relationships, or practicing a new skill, we not only reinforce our commitment, but also increase our motivation and perseverance. Moreover, visualization can be enhanced by incorporating sensory cues and props into our practice. For example, athletes often use visualization techniques to improve their performance by mentally rehearsing their movements and techniques. They might visualize themselves executing perfect strokes in swimming, precise shots in golf, or flawless routines in gymnastics. By incorporating sensory cues such as the feel of the water, the sound of the crowd, or the smell of the grass, athletes create a more immersive and realistic mental experience. Finally, gratitude and appreciation play a significant role in the effectiveness of visualization. Cultivating a sense of gratitude for our current blessings and future achievements enhances the positive energy of our visualizations. When we visualize our goals from a place of gratitude and appreciation, we align ourselves with the abundance of the universe and open ourselves to receiving even more blessings and opportunities. Visualization is a potent tool for manifesting our desires, transforming our beliefs, and achieving our goals. By engaging our senses, emotions, and intentions in the process of mental imagery, we harness the creative power of the mind to shape our reality. Consistent practice, combined with positive affirmations, emotional engagement, and gratitude, amplifies the effectiveness of visualization and empowers us to manifest our dreams with clarity, confidence, and conviction. The power of the present moment lies in its ability to anchor us in the here and now, where true transformation and fulfillment can occur. It is a concept rooted in mindfulness and awareness, urging us to fully engage with our current experience without being burdened by regrets of the past or anxieties about the future. At its core, embracing the present moment means accepting and appreciating what is happening right now, regardless of whether it aligns with our expectations or desires. This acceptance does not imply resignation or passivity, but rather a deep understanding that our current circumstances provide the foundation for growth, learning, and change. When we live in the present moment, we cultivate a heightened sense of awareness. We become more attuned to our thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations, allowing us to respond thoughtfully and intentionally to life's challenges and opportunities. This awareness enables us to break free from automatic patterns of behavior and thought, empowering us to make conscious choices that align with our values and aspirations. Moreover, the present moment is the only time when we can take effective action. The past is unchangeable, and the future is uncertain. Our ability to influence our circumstances resides in the choices we make right now. By focusing our attention on the present moment, we channel our energy and resources into actions that propel us forward and create the future we envision. Living in the present moment also enhances our overall well-being. It frees us from the grip of regret and guilt associated with past events and relieves the anxiety and worry about what may come. When we let go of dwelling on the past or anxiously anticipating the future, we reduce stress levels and experience a greater sense of peace and contentment in our daily lives. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation and conscious breathing, are powerful tools for cultivating present moment awareness. These practices encourage us to observe our thoughts without judgment and return our focus to the present whenever our minds wander. Through regular mindfulness practice, we train our minds to remain centered and grounded in the present moment, even amidst the distractions and challenges of daily life. In relationships, the power of the present moment fosters deeper connections and intimacy. When we are fully present with others, we listen attentively, communicate empathetically, and respond authentically. This presence creates a space for mutual understanding, compassion, and support, strengthening our connections and enriching our interactions. Furthermore, embracing the present moment allows us to savor life's simple pleasures and moments of joy. Whether it is enjoying a beautiful sunset, savoring a delicious meal, or spending quality time with loved ones, being fully present enhances our ability to experience gratitude and appreciation for the richness of life. It is important to note that living in the present moment does not mean disregarding future goals or planning for the future. Instead, it involves approaching future-oriented activities with mindfulness and intentionality. By setting clear intentions and taking proactive steps towards our goals in the present moment, we lay the foundation for future success and fulfillment. In essence, the power of the present moment lies in its transformative potential to deepen our awareness, enhance our well-being, and enrich our relationships. By cultivating mindfulness and embracing the here and now, we empower ourselves to live more fully, authentically, and purposefully. Each moment offers an opportunity for growth, connection, and joy, reminding us of the profound impact of our presence in shaping our lives and creating a meaningful existence. Affirmations and self-talk are powerful tools that shape our beliefs, influence our attitudes, and ultimately impact our behaviors and experiences. At their core, affirmations are positive statements that we consciously choose to repeat to ourselves, often with the intention of reprogramming our subconscious mind and cultivating a mindset conducive to achieving our goals and aspirations. The practice of affirmations is rooted in the understanding that our thoughts and beliefs shape our reality. When we consistently affirm positive statements about ourselves and our abilities, we create a mental environment that supports growth, resilience, and self-confidence. For example, affirmations such as "I am capable of achieving my goals, I deserve success," or "I am worthy of love and respect" can help counteract negative self-talk and cultivate a mindset of self-belief and empowerment. Effective affirmations are personalized and specific to our individual goals and aspirations. They should be stated in the present tense, as if the desired outcome has already been achieved. This technique leverages the power of the subconscious mind, which does not distinguish between reality and imagination. By repeatedly affirming our desired beliefs and outcomes, we create new neural pathways that reinforce positive thinking patterns and override limiting beliefs. Consistency and repetition are key factors in the effectiveness of affirmations. It is recommended to practice affirmations daily, ideally in a quiet and focused environment where we can fully immerse ourselves in the affirming statements. Some people find it helpful to integrate affirmations into their morning or bedtime routines, setting the tone for a positive and productive day or promoting relaxation and self-reflection before sleep. Self-talk, on the other hand, refers to the ongoing internal dialogue or narrative that runs through our minds throughout the day. While affirmations are deliberate and intentional statements aimed at cultivating positivity and self-empowerment, self-talk encompasses all forms of internal dialogue, both positive and negative. Becoming aware of our self-talk is crucial because it directly influences our emotions, behaviors, and perceptions of ourselves and the world around us. Negative self-talk often manifests as self-criticism, doubt, or limiting beliefs about our abilities and worthiness. For example, thoughts such as "I'm not good enough, I always mess things up," or "I'll never succeed" can create feelings of inadequacy and undermine our self-confidence. Recognizing and challenging negative self-talk is an important step in cultivating a more positive and empowering mindset. One effective strategy for transforming negative self-talk is to replace it with positive affirmations. When we catch ourselves engaging in self-criticism or doubt, we can consciously choose to counteract these thoughts with affirmations that affirm our strengths, capabilities, and worthiness. For instance, if we find ourselves thinking, "I'm not smart enough to complete this project," we can reframe it into, "I am intelligent and capable, and I can tackle this challenge with confidence." Another powerful technique is to practice self-compassion and self-kindness. Instead of harshly criticizing ourselves for perceived shortcomings or mistakes, we can offer ourselves the same kindness and understanding that we would extend to a friend facing similar challenges. Self-compassion involves acknowledging our humanity, embracing imperfections, and treating ourselves with empathy and acceptance. Mindfulness plays a crucial role in managing self-talk. Mindfulness involves observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment or attachment. By practicing mindfulness, we can become more aware of our self-talk patterns and their impact on our well-being. This awareness enables us to consciously choose more constructive and supportive ways of thinking and speaking to ourselves. It is important to note that affirmations and self-talk are not magical incantations that instantly change our reality. They are tools for shifting our mindset and cultivating a positive internal dialogue that supports our growth and well-being over time. By integrating affirmations into our daily routine, challenging negative self-talk with positive alternatives, practicing self-compassion, and cultivating mindfulness, we empower ourselves to create a more nurturing and empowering relationship with ourselves and achieve greater fulfillment in life. Overcoming negative thoughts is a process that involves recognizing, challenging, and ultimately transforming the patterns of thinking that contribute to feelings of self-doubt, anxiety, and limitation. Negative thoughts can manifest as self-criticism, worry, fear of failure, or persistent pessimism about oneself and the future. These thoughts not only affect our emotions and mental well-being, but can also impact our behavior, relationships, and overall quality of life. The first step in overcoming negative thoughts is developing awareness. Becoming mindful of our thought patterns allows us to identify when negative thoughts arise and understand their underlying triggers. Awareness helps us recognize that our thoughts are not facts but interpretations influenced by our beliefs, past experiences, and current circumstances. By observing our thoughts without judgment, we create space to assess their validity and decide whether they serve our best interests. Once we have identified negative thoughts, the next step is to challenge them with evidence-based reasoning. This involves questioning the accuracy and rationality of our negative beliefs. For example, if we find ourselves thinking, "I always fail at everything I do," we can challenge this belief by recalling past successes and achievements. By gathering evidence that contradicts our negative thoughts, we weaken their hold on our psyche and open ourselves to more balanced and realistic perspectives. Cognitive restructuring is a powerful technique used to replace negative thoughts with more constructive and empowering alternatives. This process involves consciously reframing our interpretations of situations and events. For instance, instead of catastrophizing about a minor setback, we can reframe it as an opportunity for growth and learning. By actively choosing to reinterpret our experiences in a positive light, we reshape our thought patterns and cultivate a more optimistic outlook. Positive affirmations play a significant role in overcoming negative thoughts by promoting self-esteem and resilience. Affirmations are positive statements that affirm our strengths, capabilities, and worthiness. By repeating affirmations such as "I am worthy of love and respect, I am capable of overcoming challenges," or "I trust in my ability to handle difficulties," we counteract self-doubt and reinforce positive self-beliefs. Consistent practice of affirmations helps to reprogram our subconscious mind and cultivate a mindset of self-empowerment. Mindfulness practices are invaluable tools for managing negative thoughts and promoting mental well-being. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment with openness, curiosity, and acceptance. By practicing mindfulness meditation, deep breathing exercises, or mindful awareness throughout the day, we develop greater resilience to negative thinking patterns. Mindfulness helps us observe our thoughts without becoming entangled in them, enabling us to respond to challenges with clarity and composure. Another effective strategy for overcoming negative thoughts is practicing gratitude and positive thinking. Cultivating a daily gratitude practice involves reflecting on the things we appreciate and feel thankful for in our lives. By focusing on positive aspects of our experiences, relationships, and achievements, we shift our attention away from negativity and foster a more optimistic mindset. Positive thinking involves consciously choosing to see the good in ourselves, others, and the world around us, even in challenging circumstances. Seeking support from others can also be instrumental in overcoming negative thoughts. Talking to trusted friends, family members, or mental health professionals provides an opportunity to gain perspective, receive encouragement, and explore strategies for managing negative thinking patterns. Social connections offer emotional validation, practical advice, and reassurance that we are not alone in facing challenges. Lastly, cultivating self-compassion is essential in overcoming negative thoughts. Self-compassion involves treating ourselves with kindness, understanding, and acceptance, especially during times of difficulty or self-doubt. Instead of harshly criticizing ourselves for perceived flaws or mistakes, we practice self-kindness and acknowledge our humanity. Self-compassion allows us to respond to negative thoughts with patience and empathy, fostering resilience and promoting mental well-being. Overcoming negative thoughts is a gradual and ongoing process that requires self-awareness, cognitive restructuring, positive affirmations, mindfulness practices, gratitude, social support, and self-compassion. By actively challenging and transforming negative thought patterns, we empower ourselves to cultivate a mindset of resilience, optimism, and emotional well-being. Through consistent practice and perseverance, we can overcome limiting beliefs and embrace a more positive and fulfilling approach to life. Persistence and consistency are foundational principles that underpin success in any endeavor, from achieving personal goals to mastering new skills and overcoming challenges. These qualities reflect a steadfast commitment to continuous effort and unwavering determination, even in the face of setbacks, obstacles, or temporary failures. At its core, persistence is the relentless pursuit of a goal or desired outcome, fueled by a deep sense of purpose and determination. It involves maintaining a resilient attitude and persevering through difficulties, setbacks, and moments of doubt. Persistence is not about blindly pushing forward without reflection or adaptation, but rather about learning from setbacks, adjusting strategies as needed, and persisting with renewed vigor and resilience. Consistency, on the other hand, involves the disciplined commitment to regular action and effort over time. It is about showing up consistently and reliably, regardless of external circumstances or emotional fluctuations. Consistency builds momentum and creates a habit of progress, gradually moving us closer to our goals. By consistently taking small steps toward our objectives, we build confidence, reinforce positive habits, and cultivate a sense of accomplishment. Persistence and consistency go hand in hand, complementing each other in the pursuit of long-term goals and aspirations. Persistence provides the determination to keep going in the face of challenges, while consistency ensures that we make steady progress toward our objectives. Together, they form a powerful combination that drives sustained success and achievement. One of the key benefits of persistence and consistency is their cumulative effect over time. Small, consistent actions, repeated over days, weeks, and months, compound to create significant progress and transformation. This principle is often referred to as the compound effect, where consistent effort leads to exponential growth and results. For example, practicing a skill for just a few minutes each day can lead to substantial improvement and mastery over time. Moreover, persistence and consistency build resilience in the face of adversity. Challenges and setbacks are inevitable on any journey towards success. However, individuals who embody persistence and consistency view setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning rather than reasons to give up. They bounce back from setbacks with renewed determination, drawing strength from their commitment to their goals and unwavering belief in their ability to succeed. Another critical aspect of persistence and consistency is their role in developing self-discipline and overcoming procrastination. By establishing daily routines, setting achievable goals, and committing to regular action, we strengthen our self-discipline and reduce the likelihood of succumbing to distractions or procrastination. Consistent effort reinforces positive habits, making it easier to stay focused and motivated over the long term. Persistence and consistency also foster a growth mindset, which is essential for personal and professional development. A growth mindset embraces challenges, views failures as opportunities for learning, and believes in the potential for improvement and mastery through effort and perseverance. Individuals with a growth mindset are more resilient, adaptable, and open to innovation, which enables them to achieve higher levels of success and fulfillment. Persistence and consistency contribute to building trust and credibility with others. When we consistently deliver on our commitments, follow through on our promises, and demonstrate reliability over time, we earn the respect and confidence of colleagues, clients, and peers. This trust forms the foundation of strong relationships and opens doors to new opportunities for collaboration and growth. Persistence and consistency are essential qualities that empower individuals to achieve their goals, overcome challenges, and realize their full potential. By embodying persistence, we maintain unwavering determination and resilience in the face of obstacles. Through consistency, we establish positive habits, build momentum, and make steady progress toward our objectives. Together, persistence and consistency create a pathway to success characterized by growth, achievement, and personal fulfillment. Gratitude and positive focus are transformative practices that foster a mindset of abundance, appreciation, and optimism. Gratitude involves acknowledging and appreciating the blessings, experiences, and relationships in our lives, while positive focus directs our attention toward constructive and empowering perspectives, even in challenging situations. At its essence, gratitude cultivates a deep sense of appreciation for the present moment and everything it encompasses. It encourages us to recognize and celebrate the goodness in our lives, both big and small. When we practice gratitude, we shift our focus from what is lacking or difficult to what we already have and cherish. This shift in perspective not only enhances our overall sense of well-being, but also opens us to receive more blessings and opportunities in our lives. Gratitude is a practice that can be cultivated through daily rituals, such as keeping a gratitude journal, where we write down things we are grateful for each day. This practice helps us become more aware of the positive aspects of our lives and reinforces a habit of focusing on gratitude. Additionally, expressing gratitude verbally or through gestures of appreciation to others strengthens our social connections and contributes to a positive and supportive community. Positive focus complements gratitude by directing our attention toward constructive and empowering perspectives. It involves consciously choosing to see the good in ourselves, others, and our circumstances, even when faced with challenges or adversity. Positive focus does not deny the reality of difficulties, but rather encourages us to approach them with optimism, resilience, and a belief in our ability to overcome obstacles. One way to cultivate positive focus is through affirmations and positive self-talk. Affirmations are powerful statements that affirm our strengths, capabilities, and potential for success. By repeating affirmations such as "I am resilient and capable of handling challenges," "I attract positivity into my life," or "I am grateful for the lessons I learned from difficult situations," we reframe our thoughts and beliefs in a way that supports our growth and well-being. Another effective strategy for maintaining positive focus is to practice mindfulness and present moment awareness. Mindfulness involves paying attention to our thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations with openness and acceptance, without judgment. By practicing mindfulness meditation or engaging in mindful activities such as yoga or deep breathing exercises, we cultivate a calm and centered state of mind. This awareness helps us respond thoughtfully to stressful situations and maintain a positive outlook. Moreover, maintaining a balanced perspective is crucial in fostering positive focus. This involves acknowledging challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning. Instead of dwelling on failures or setbacks, we can reframe them as stepping stones toward achieving our goals. By focusing on lessons learned, strengths gained, and progress made, we empower ourselves to persevere and move forward with confidence and determination. Gratitude and positive focus also contribute to emotional resilience and mental well-being. When we regularly practice gratitude and maintain a positive outlook, we strengthen our ability to cope with stress, adversity, and uncertainty. These practices promote a sense of inner peace, contentment, and happiness, even during difficult times. Furthermore, gratitude and positive focus enhance our relationships and social connections. When we express appreciation for others and acknowledge their contributions, we strengthen bonds of trust and mutual respect. Positive focus encourages empathy, compassion, and understanding in our interactions with others, fostering a supportive and harmonious community. Gratitude and positive focus are transformative practices that empower us to cultivate a mindset of abundance, appreciation, and optimism. By practicing gratitude daily, keeping a positive focus on constructive perspectives, affirming our strengths and capabilities, and maintaining mindfulness and present moment awareness, we nurture our well-being, strengthen our resilience, and enhance our relationships. These practices enable us to navigate life's challenges with grace and gratitude, while embracing opportunities for growth, happiness, and fulfillment. Creating your desired reality is about consciously shaping your life experiences and outcomes in alignment with your deepest aspirations and goals. It involves taking intentional steps to manifest the reality you envision, rather than passively accepting circumstances as they unfold. At the heart of creating your desired reality is clarity of vision. This entails identifying and clarifying what you truly desire in different areas of your life, whether it's in relationships, career, health, personal growth, or other domains. Clarity provides a clear direction and focus, guiding your actions and decisions toward the realization of your goals. Visualization is a powerful technique used to create your desired reality. By vividly imagining yourself already living the life you aspire to, experiencing success, fulfillment, and happiness, you harness the creative power of your mind. Visualization activates the subconscious mind, which cannot distinguish between real experiences and imagined ones, thereby priming you to attract and manifest your desired outcomes. Setting clear and achievable goals is another essential component of creating your desired reality. Goals provide a roadmap for success and serve as milestones along your journey. By setting specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound SMART goals, you create a framework for taking focused and purposeful action toward manifesting your dreams. Taking inspired action is key to bridging the gap between vision and reality. It involves stepping outside your comfort zone, seizing opportunities, and making decisions that align with your goals and values. Inspired action is fueled by passion, commitment, and a willingness to persevere in the face of challenges or setbacks. Belief in yourself and your abilities is fundamental to creating your desired reality. Self-confidence and self-belief empower you to overcome doubts, fears, and limiting beliefs that may hinder your progress. Cultivating a positive mindset, affirming your strengths, and embracing a growth-oriented perspective are essential in nurturing belief in your capacity to achieve your goals. Embracing resilience and adaptability is crucial on the path to creating your desired reality. Life is dynamic and unpredictable, presenting both opportunities and obstacles. Resilience enables you to bounce back from setbacks, learn from failures, and stay committed to your vision. Adaptability allows you to adjust your strategies, pivot when necessary, and remain responsive to changing circumstances. Cultivating gratitude and practicing mindfulness are integral to creating your desired reality. Gratitude opens your heart to appreciation for the blessings and opportunities present in your life, while mindfulness fosters present moment awareness and clarity of thought. These practices enhance your ability to stay focused, grounded, and aligned with your intentions. Creating your desired reality involves cultivating patience and persistence. Rome wasn't built in a day, and significant achievements often require time, effort, and perseverance. By staying committed to your vision, maintaining consistency in your actions, and trusting in the process of manifestation, you lay the foundation for sustainable growth and success. Creating your desired reality is a proactive and intentional process that involves clarity of vision, visualization, goal setting, inspired action, self-belief, resilience, adaptability, gratitude, mindfulness, patience, and persistence. By integrating these principles into your daily life and decision-making, you empower yourself to consciously shape the life you desire and deserve. In conclusion, mastering your thoughts is not merely about passive contemplation or wishful thinking. It is a dynamic and intentional practice that empowers you to shape your reality from the inside out. Throughout this speech, we have explored profound principles and practical techniques rooted in the understanding that your thoughts have the power to create your experiences, influence your emotions, and ultimately shape your destiny. By mastering your thoughts, you embark on a journey of self-discovery and transformation. You learn to harness the creative power of your mind to manifest your deepest desires and aspirations. Through practices such as mindfulness, visualization, affirmations, and gratitude, you cultivate a mindset of positivity, resilience, and abundance. Moreover, mastering your thoughts is about taking ownership of your internal dialogue and consciously choosing thoughts that support your growth and well-being. It requires discipline, self-awareness, and a commitment to continuous learning and adaptation. As you navigate the complexities of life, you embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, setbacks as lessons in resilience, and successes as affirmations of your inner strength and determination. Remember, every thought you think, every word you speak, and every action you take shapes the reality you experience. By aligning your thoughts, words, and actions with your highest intentions and values, you create a life filled with purpose, fulfillment, and joy. In mastering your thoughts, you also deepen your connection with yourself and others. You cultivate empathy, compassion, and understanding, fostering meaningful relationships and contributing positively to your community and the world at large. As you continue on your journey of mastering your thoughts, I encourage you to embrace the power of the present moment, where true transformation begins. Stay committed to nurturing a mindset of possibility, resilience, and gratitude. Celebrate your progress, learn from challenges, and remain open to the infinite possibilities that unfold when you align your thoughts with your heart's deepest desires. In closing, I invite you to reflect on these words by Mahatma Gandhi: your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values become your destiny. With this understanding, may you embrace the power within you to master your thoughts and create the reality you envision. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, today we embark on a journey of self-discovery and transformation. The title of our exploration is Be What You Wish. Be what you believe. This journey is not about changing the world around us directly, but about changing ourselves from within, for it is within us that all creation begins. Imagination creates reality. This profound principle is the cornerstone of transforming our lives from the inside out. Our imagination, the powerful faculty within our minds, is the creative force behind everything we experience in our physical world. It is through imagination that we conceive of ideas, dream up possibilities, and envision the future we desire. When we understand and harness this power, we become the architects of our own destiny. The process begins within the mind. Our thoughts are not mere fleeting impulses, they are seeds planted in the fertile soil of our subconscious. What we consistently imagine with clarity and emotion begins to take root and grow into tangible experiences. When we close our eyes and vividly picture our goals and desires, we are doing much more than daydreaming. We are engaging in a deliberate act of creation. Consider this: every invention, every piece of art, every advancement in human history began as a thought, a spark in the mind of an individual who dared to imagine. The Wright brothers first envisioned flight in their minds before it became a reality in the sky. Thomas Edison saw the light bulb illuminating the darkness before it ever brightened a single room. These examples illustrate that our external reality is a reflection of our internal visions. To harness the power of imagination, it is essential to engage all our senses. When we imagine our desires, we must not only see them in our mind's eye, but also feel the associated emotions, hear the sounds, and even engage in the smells and tastes. This multisensory approach makes our mental images more vivid and real, strengthening their impact on our subconscious mind. Our imagination must be disciplined and directed. It is not enough to passively wish for our dreams to come true. We must actively and consistently engage in imagining our desired outcomes, as if they are already accomplished. This involves creating detailed mental scenes that reflect the fulfillment of our wishes. For example, if we desire a new job, we should imagine ourselves in the role, performing our duties with confidence and satisfaction, interacting with colleagues, and enjoying the rewards of our success. Emotion plays a critical role in this process. The feelings we generate during our imaginative exercises act as the life force that energizes our visions. Positive emotions such as joy, gratitude, and excitement amplify the creative power of our imagination. When we feel these emotions deeply, we send a powerful signal to our subconscious mind, reinforcing the belief that our desires are not just possible but are already happening. Imagination creates reality through the law of attraction. This law states that like attracts like, what we focus on with intensity, and emotion becomes magnetized into our lives. Our thoughts and feelings emit a vibrational frequency that attracts corresponding experiences and opportunities. By maintaining a clear and focused vision of our desires, we align our energy with the frequency of what we wish to manifest, drawing it into our reality. The principle that imagination creates reality also underscores the importance of mental and emotional hygiene. Negative thoughts and emotions can sabotage our creative efforts, producing unwanted outcomes. It is crucial to guard our minds against doubt, fear, and negativity. Instead, we should cultivate a mindset of optimism and possibility, consistently feeding our imagination with positive and uplifting images. In the practice of using imagination to create reality, persistence is key. Our current circumstances might not immediately reflect our desired changes, but we must not be discouraged. The lag between our imaginative efforts and their manifestation in the physical world is a natural part of the process. Continued focus, belief, and emotional alignment will eventually bridge the gap between our inner visions and our external experiences. Our imagination is the workshop of our mind, where the blueprints of our future are drafted. By consciously and consistently imagining our desired reality, we take control of our creative power. We move from being passive recipients of life's circumstances to active creators of our destiny. Through imagination, we hold the key to transforming our dreams into reality. Feeling is the secret. This simple yet profound truth is at the heart of manifesting our desires and transforming our lives. Our feelings, the deep-seated emotions that arise from our thoughts and experiences, are the invisible force that shapes our reality. They act as the bridge between our inner world of imagination and the outer world of physical manifestation. When we talk about feelings, we refer to the emotional states that we cultivate and nurture within ourselves. These feelings are more than just transient moods, they are powerful vibrations that resonate throughout our being. They influence our subconscious mind, which in turn directs the events, circumstances, and conditions we encounter in our lives. The way we feel is a reflection of our innermost beliefs and assumptions, and it is these feelings that the universe responds to. To harness the power of feeling, we must first understand its role in the creative process. Our feelings give life and substance to our thoughts. While thoughts are the seeds of creation, feelings are the fertile soil that nurtures these seeds and allows them to grow. Without the emotional charge provided by our feelings, our thoughts remain mere abstractions, lacking the vitality needed to manifest into reality. We consider the difference between casually wishing for something and fervently desiring it. A casual wish is often fleeting and lacks emotional depth. In contrast, a fervent desire is charged with intense feelings of longing, excitement, and expectation. This emotional intensity is what propels our desires from mere possibilities into tangible realities. It is the feeling of already having what we desire that activates the creative process. The key to effective manifestation lies in assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. This means embracing the emotions that correspond to our desires as if they have already been realized. For example, if we seek to experience love, we must cultivate the feelings of being loved and loving. If we desire abundance, we must feel the emotions associated with wealth and prosperity. By living in the end and embodying these feelings, we align our inner state with our desired outcome. Our feelings are communicated to the subconscious mind, which is the creative power within us. The subconscious does not distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. It simply responds to the dominant feelings we impress upon it. When we consistently feel as though our desires are already achieved, the subconscious mind takes these feelings as directives and begins to organize our reality accordingly. The practice of feeling, as the secret to manifestation, requires conscious effort and attention. It is not enough to occasionally indulge in positive emotions. We must make it a habit to cultivate and sustain the feelings that align with our desires. This involves a deliberate shift in our emotional focus, moving away from feelings of lack, doubt, and fear, and towards feelings of abundance, confidence, and joy. One effective way to generate these positive feelings is through visualization. By vividly imagining our desired outcome and immersing ourselves in the scene, we can evoke the corresponding emotions. As we repeatedly visualize and feel the reality of our desires, these emotions become ingrained in our subconscious mind, reinforcing our belief in their attainment. Another powerful tool is gratitude. When we feel grateful for what we have and for what we desire, as if it is already ours, we elevate our emotional state to one of abundance and fulfillment. Gratitude shifts our focus from what is missing in our lives to what is present and possible, creating a fertile ground for manifestation. It is also important to recognize and release any negative feelings that may hinder our creative process. Emotions such as fear, doubt, and resentment can block the flow of positive energy and impede the manifestation of our desires. By acknowledging these negative feelings and consciously replacing them with positive ones, we clear the path for our desires to materialize. In essence, feeling is the secret because it is the emotional energy that powers our thoughts and intentions. Our feelings act as a magnetic force, attracting experiences that match their vibration. By consciously cultivating the feelings associated with our desires, we align ourselves with the frequency of what we seek to manifest. This alignment bridges the gap between our inner vision and our outer reality, allowing us to create the life we truly desire. Live from the end. This principle is a transformative approach to life that involves assuming the state of your desired outcome as if it had already been realized. It is about embodying the feelings, attitudes, and behaviors of your future self now, rather than waiting for external circumstances to change. By living from the end, you align your inner world with your ultimate goals, creating a powerful resonance that attracts those outcomes into your reality. The essence of living from the end lies in the belief that the future is already present within you. Instead of seeing your dreams as distant possibilities, you embrace them as existing realities. This shift in perspective requires a deep conviction that what you desire is not only possible but is already a fact of your being. When you live from the end, you bypass the doubts and uncertainties that often accompany the pursuit of goals, and directly inhabit the state of fulfillment. This approach fundamentally changes how you interact with the world. When you embody the end state, your thoughts, actions, and emotions naturally align with your desired reality. For example, if you aspire to be successful in your career, you start thinking, feeling, and behaving like a successful person today. You make decisions and take actions that reflect the confidence and assurance of someone who has already achieved their goals. This congruence between your inner state and your outer actions accelerates the manifestation process. Living from the end also involves a profound emotional shift. It is not enough to merely visualize your desired outcome. You must feel the emotions associated with it, as if it is already your reality. If your goal is to experience deep, loving relationships, you must cultivate the feelings of love, joy, and connection now. These emotions are powerful attractors, drawing to you the circumstances and people that match your inner state. By consistently feeling these emotions, you create a vibrational match with your desired reality. One of the significant benefits of living from the end is the reduction of inner conflict. Often, when we strive for a goal, we encounter resistance in the form of self-doubt, fear, and limiting beliefs. These negative states create a discordant energy that hinders our progress. However, when we fully embody the end state, we align our entire being with our goal, minimizing internal resistance. This alignment creates a smooth and harmonious path toward manifestation, as our subconscious mind receives clear and consistent signals about our desired reality. Moreover, living from the end enhances our ability to navigate challenges and setbacks. When we operate from a state of fulfillment, we view obstacles not as insurmountable barriers, but as temporary detours on our path to success. Our end-state mindset provides us with the resilience and resourcefulness needed to overcome difficulties. We remain focused on our ultimate vision, confident that every experience, whether positive or negative, is a stepping stone toward our desired outcome. The practice of living from the end requires dedication and discipline. It is a continuous process of aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with your envisioned future. This might involve regular visualization exercises, where you immerse yourself in the mental and emotional experience of your desired outcome. It could also include affirmations and positive self-talk that reinforce your belief in the reality of your goals. Surrounding yourself with environments and people that support your vision can further strengthen your ability to live from the end. Additionally, living from the end encourages us to let go of the how and when of manifestation. Often we become fixated on the details of how our goals will materialize and the timeline for their fulfillment. This preoccupation can create anxiety and impatience, disrupting our vibrational alignment. By focusing on the end state and trusting that the universe will arrange the details, we release the need to control the process. This surrender allows us to remain in a state of ease and flow, open to unexpected opportunities and synchronicities that support our goals. In essence, living from the end is about becoming the person you wish to be, here and now. It is a powerful declaration that your dreams are already realized, embedded in your current reality. This mindset transcends mere wishful thinking. It is an active and dynamic state of being that aligns your inner world with your deepest desires. By consistently embodying this end state, you harness the creative power of your mind and emotions, transforming your external reality to reflect your inner vision. Consciousness is the only reality. This profound statement encapsulates the idea that our internal state of awareness is the primary force that shapes and defines our experience of the world. Everything we perceive, think, and feel is a projection of our consciousness. The external world, with all its events, circumstances, and objects, is a reflection of our inner state. By understanding and mastering our consciousness, we can influence the reality we experience. At the core of this concept is the understanding that consciousness is not just passive awareness, but an active, creative force. It is the source from which all experiences emanate. Our thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and perceptions are all aspects of our consciousness, and they collectively create the reality we encounter. When we recognize that consciousness is the only reality, we become aware of our power to shape our world from within. This perspective shifts the focus from the external to the internal. Instead of seeking change in the outer world, we turn inward and examine our thoughts and beliefs. The external world is seen as a mirror reflecting our inner state. If we encounter challenges or undesirable circumstances, it is an invitation to look within and address the underlying beliefs and emotions that are being reflected back to us. By changing our inner state, we change the reflection, thereby altering our external reality. The principle that consciousness is the only reality also emphasizes the subjective nature of experience. Each person's reality is unique, shaped by their individual consciousness. Two people can experience the same event entirely different ways based on their inner states. This subjective nature underscores the importance of taking responsibility for our own consciousness. We have the power to choose our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions, and in doing so, we shape our own reality. One of the most significant implications of this principle is the power of belief. Our beliefs are potent forces within our consciousness that shape our perceptions and experiences. What we believe to be true becomes our reality. For instance, if we believe in scarcity, we experience lack and limitation. Conversely, if we believe in abundance, we experience prosperity and plenty. By consciously choosing empowering beliefs, we create a reality that reflects those beliefs. Emotions are another crucial aspect of consciousness that shape our reality. Emotions are energy in motion, and they carry a vibrational frequency that influences our experiences. Positive emotions such as love, joy, and gratitude elevate our consciousness and attract corresponding positive experiences. Negative emotions such as fear, anger, and resentment lower our vibrational frequency and attract corresponding negative experiences. By managing our emotions and cultivating positive emotional states, we enhance our ability to create a desirable reality. Visualization and imagination are powerful tools for harnessing the creative power of consciousness. When we vividly imagine a desired outcome and infuse it with positive emotion, we impress this vision upon our subconscious mind. The subconscious mind, which is a powerful aspect of our consciousness, begins to work towards making this vision a reality. This process demonstrates how consciousness, when directed with intention and emotion, can bring about tangible changes in our external world. The principle that consciousness is the only reality also implies that we are interconnected with the larger field of consciousness. This field, often referred to as the collective unconscious or universal mind, connects all beings. Our individual consciousness interacts with and influences this larger field, contributing to the collective reality. This interconnectedness means that our thoughts, emotions, and actions have a broader impact beyond our personal experience. By elevating our own consciousness, we contribute to the elevation of the collective consciousness. Moreover, recognizing that consciousness is the only reality empowers us to transcend limitations imposed by the external world. Physical circumstances, social conditions, and material constraints are not fixed determinants of our experience. They are malleable and responsive to changes in our consciousness. This realization opens up infinite possibilities for growth and transformation. We are not bound by the limitations of our current reality. We have the power to envision and create new realities through the power of our consciousness. This principle also encourages mindfulness and present moment awareness. By being fully present and aware of our thoughts, feelings, and perceptions, we gain greater control over our consciousness. Mindfulness allows us to observe our inner state without judgment, giving us the clarity to make conscious choices. This heightened awareness helps us break free from automatic patterns of thinking and behavior that no longer serve us, enabling us to create a reality that aligns with our true desires. Consciousness, as the only reality, is a call to awaken to our true nature as creators of our own experience. It is an invitation to explore the depths of our inner world, to harness the power of our thoughts and emotions, and to recognize the profound impact we have on the reality we experience. By mastering our consciousness, we master our reality, and in doing so, we unlock the limitless potential within us to shape our lives and the world around us. The power of assumption is a transformative principle that emphasizes the role of belief and imagination in shaping our reality. At its core, it suggests that by assuming the feeling of our desires already being fulfilled, we activate the creative forces of the universe to bring these desires into our lived experience. This concept is based on the understanding that our assumptions, or the beliefs we hold as true, profoundly influence our thoughts, emotions, and actions, thereby determining the outcomes we experience in life. Assumption begins in the mind. When we adopt an assumption, we accept it as a fact, regardless of current external circumstances. This mental acceptance is not just a passive thought, but an active state of consciousness that aligns with the desired outcome. For instance, if one desires success in their career, they must assume the mindset of a successful person. This involves not just thinking about success, but feeling, acting, and believing as if that success is already present. This shift in mindset sets in motion a series of internal and external changes that eventually lead to the manifestation of the assumed reality. Our assumptions are powerful because they shape our perception of reality. We interpret and respond to the world based on what we believe to be true. When we assume a positive and desired state, our perception adjusts to support this belief. We start noticing opportunities, making decisions, and taking actions that align with our assumed reality. Conversely, negative assumptions can limit us, making us blind to possibilities and reinforcing undesired outcomes. Therefore, cultivating positive assumptions is crucial for creating a life that reflects our highest aspirations. The power of assumption also operates through the subconscious mind. The subconscious does not differentiate between what is real and what is imagined. It accepts our assumptions as directives. When we consistently assume a particular state, our subconscious mind begins to work towards realizing that state. It influences our habits, behaviors, and even our body language, aligning them with the assumed reality. This alignment between our inner assumptions and outer actions creates a harmonious flow that attracts the desired circumstances into our life. Emotion plays a critical role in the power of assumption. Assumptions are most effective when they are accompanied by strong positive emotions. Feeling the reality of our assumptions as if they are already achieved imbues them with energy and conviction. This emotional charge enhances the impact of our assumptions on the subconscious mind, making them more potent in influencing our reality. For example, if we assume the feeling of joy and fulfillment in a desired relationship, this emotional state becomes a powerful attractor, drawing similar vibrations and experiences into our lives. The power of assumption requires a deliberate and conscious effort to maintain the assumed state, especially in the face of contrary evidence. The physical world might present situations that seem to contradict our assumptions, but persistence is key. By steadfastly holding on to our desired assumptions, despite temporary setbacks or appearances, we reinforce the belief in their inevitability. This persistence helps to bridge the gap between our current reality and the reality we wish to create. This principle also underscores the importance of imagination. Imagination is the workshop where our assumptions are crafted. By vividly imagining the desired outcome and fully immersing ourselves in the mental experience, we create a detailed and compelling picture for our subconscious mind. This mental rehearsal, when combined with strong emotion, solidifies our assumptions and accelerates their manifestation. Through imagination, we can rehearse our desired reality repeatedly, strengthening our belief in its inevitability. Moreover, the power of assumption is intimately linked with faith. Faith in this context is the unwavering belief in the reality of our assumptions, even when there is no physical evidence to support them. It is the inner knowing that what we have assumed is already a fact on a mental and spiritual level, and that it will inevitably materialize in the physical world. This faith acts as a sustaining force, keeping us aligned with our assumptions and preventing doubt from undermining our creative efforts. By embracing the power of assumption, we take an active role in shaping our destiny. We move from being passive observers of our circumstances to becoming deliberate creators of our reality. This shift in perspective empowers us to transcend limitations and realize our fullest potential. It encourages us to dream boldly, to assume the best for ourselves, and to live from a place of confidence and expectation. In summary, the power of assumption highlights the profound influence of our beliefs and imaginations on our reality. By assuming the feeling of our desires already fulfilled, we harness the creative forces of the universe to bring those desires into our lived experience. This principle calls us to cultivate positive assumptions, engage our imagination, persist in our beliefs, and maintain faith in the unseen reality of our dreams. Through the power of assumption, we unlock our innate ability to create a life that reflects our deepest aspirations and highest potential. To persist in your assumption, this principle emphasizes the need for unwavering commitment to the beliefs and feelings associated with your desired outcome, regardless of any contradictory evidence that may arise in the external world. Persistence is the driving force that transforms assumptions from mere thoughts into tangible realities. It is the continuous, determined focus on the desired state, maintaining the mental and emotional alignment until the assumed reality manifests. When you persist in your assumption, you engage in a disciplined practice of maintaining the internal state of your desired outcome. This involves consistently thinking, feeling, and acting as if your goal has already been achieved. It requires a deep and unwavering conviction that your assumption is true, despite any apparent delays or obstacles. This steadfast belief keeps your subconscious mind engaged in the creative process, continually working towards the realization of your assumption. The importance of persistence becomes evident when we encounter challenges or setbacks. The external world may present situations that seem to contradict our desired reality. These moments test our resolve and commitment to our assumption. Without persistence, it is easy to fall back into old patterns of doubt and disbelief, which can derail the manifestation process. However, by maintaining a persistent focus on the end state, we reinforce our belief and align our actions with our desired outcome, overcoming any temporary setbacks. Persistence in assumption also requires emotional resilience. Emotions are powerful drivers of our thoughts and actions. When we persist in feeling the emotions associated with our desired outcome, we create a strong vibrational match with our goal. This emotional alignment attracts corresponding experiences and circumstances into our life. It is essential to cultivate positive emotions such as joy, gratitude, and confidence, even in the face of challenges, as these emotions reinforce our assumption and accelerate its manifestation. Visualization is a key tool in maintaining persistence in assumption. By regularly visualizing the desired outcome with vivid detail and strong emotion, we keep our focus sharp and our belief strong. Visualization helps to anchor our assumption in our subconscious mind, making it more real and tangible. Through repeated mental rehearsal, we strengthen our conviction and enhance our ability to persist in our assumption, regardless of external circumstances. Affirmations are another effective practice for sustaining persistence. Positive affirmations are statements that reinforce our desired reality. By repeating affirmations that align with our assumption, we continuously feed our subconscious mind with positive, empowering beliefs. This repetition helps to override any negative thoughts or doubts that may arise, keeping our focus on the desired outcome. Affirmations act as mental anchors, reminding us of our goal and reinforcing our commitment to it. Persistence in assumption also involves a willingness to let go of the how and when of manifestation. Often we become preoccupied with the specifics of how our desired outcome will come to pass and the timeline for its realization. This preoccupation can create anxiety and resistance, disrupting our vibrational alignment. By trusting in the natural process of manifestation and remaining focused on the end result, we release the need to control the details. This trust allows us to stay relaxed and open, facilitating the smooth unfolding of our desired reality. A crucial aspect of persistence is the ability to maintain focus in the face of opposing evidence. The physical world may initially present conditions that appear contrary to our assumption. During these times, it is vital to remain steadfast in our belief and continue to feel and act as if our desired outcome is already achieved. This unwavering commitment sends a powerful message to our subconscious mind, reinforcing the reality of our assumption and diminishing the influence of contrary evidence. Persistence also involves patience. Manifestation is a process that unfolds over time. Impatience can lead to frustration and doubt, which weaken our assumption and hinder the manifestation process. By practicing patience, we allow the creative forces to work in their own time, trusting that our desired outcome is on its way. Patience is a demonstration of our faith in the process and our commitment to our assumption, regardless of how long it takes for the physical evidence to appear. In essence, persisting in your assumption is about creating and maintaining a mental and emotional environment that supports your desired outcome. It requires a disciplined focus, emotional resilience, and unwavering belief in the reality of your assumption. By consistently aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with your desired state, you create a powerful momentum that brings your assumption into physical reality. This persistence transforms your inner vision into external experience, demonstrating the creative power of sustained belief and focused intention. Revision is a creative act. This principle highlights the transformative power of revisiting and reshaping our past experiences through the lens of our imagination and consciousness. By reinterpreting and rewriting our memories, we can alter the impact of these experiences on our present and future. This process involves using our creative faculties to envision past events differently, thereby changing our internal narrative and emotional responses. Through revision, we can heal, empower, and realign ourselves with our desired outcomes. The process of revision begins with the understanding that our memories are not fixed. They are fluid and malleable, shaped by our perceptions and interpretations. Often we carry forward limiting beliefs and negative emotions from past experiences, which can hinder our growth and manifest in recurring patterns of thought and behavior. By consciously revisiting these memories and altering them, we can break free from these limitations and create a new narrative that supports our aspirations. Revision involves identifying specific past events that have left a lasting negative impact. These could be moments of failure, rejection, or trauma that continue to influence our self-perception and outlook on life. Once these events are identified, we use our imagination to recreate them in a way that aligns with our desired reality. For instance, if we have a memory of being rejected, we can revise it by imagining a scenario where we were accepted and appreciated. This new imagined experience is then impressed upon our subconscious mind, replacing the old memory and its associated negative emotions. This creative act of revision is not about denying or suppressing our past, but rather transforming our relationship with it. By changing the emotional charge of our memories, we alter the way they influence our present state of being. This process allows us to release feelings of resentment, regret, and fear, replacing them with emotions of gratitude, forgiveness, and empowerment. As we revise our past, we change our internal landscape, which in turn affects our external reality. The power of revision lies in its ability to create a new vibrational alignment. Our thoughts and emotions emit a vibrational frequency that attracts corresponding experiences into our lives. When we revise our past, we shift our vibrational state to one that aligns with our desired outcomes. This new state of being acts as a magnet, drawing positive experiences and opportunities that match our revised narrative. By continuously engaging in the practice of revision, we reinforce this new vibrational alignment, making it a dominant force in our lives. Revision also plays a crucial role in reshaping our self-concept. Our self-concept is formed by our beliefs about who we are and what we are capable of, which are heavily influenced by our past experiences. By revising our past, we can change these foundational beliefs, creating a new self-image that reflects our highest potential. For example, if we have always seen ourselves as unsuccessful because of past failures, revising those memories to envision successful outcomes can help us build a self-concept of success and achievement. This creative act extends beyond individual memories to broader patterns and themes in our lives. We can identify recurring situations or relationships that reflect underlying beliefs and revise them to create new patterns. For instance, if we notice a pattern of unhealthy relationships, we can revise past interactions to envision healthier dynamics, thereby setting the stage for more fulfilling relationships in the future. The practice of revision requires consistent effort and imagination. It is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process of refining and reshaping our internal narrative. Visualization and emotional engagement are key components of effective revision. By vividly imagining the revised scenarios and feeling the associated positive emotions, we make the new memories more real and impactful. This repeated practice helps to solidify the new narrative in our subconscious mind, making it a powerful influence on our present and future experiences. Ultimately, revision as a creative act empowers us to take control of our narrative. It reminds us that we are not bound by our past, and that we have the power to shape our reality through our thoughts and imagination. By revisiting and revising our memories, we transform our internal world, creating a foundation of positive beliefs and emotions that support our goals and dreams. This transformative practice opens the door to greater possibilities, allowing us to live more fully and authentically aligned with our true potential. Faith in the unseen is a profound principle that involves trusting in the reality of what we cannot yet perceive with our physical senses. This kind of faith is a powerful force that enables us to move beyond the limitations of our current circumstances and align ourselves with our highest aspirations and deepest desires. It is the conviction that what we envision and believe in our minds will eventually manifest in our physical world, even if there is no immediate evidence to support it. At the core of this principle is the understanding that our thoughts and beliefs shape our reality. When we have faith in the unseen, we are essentially affirming that our inner vision is as real and impactful as any external event. This faith acts as a guiding force, directing our thoughts, emotions, and actions towards the fulfillment of our desires. It helps us maintain a positive and focused mindset, even when faced with obstacles or delays. This kind of faith requires us to trust in the process of manifestation. It involves recognizing that there is a time lag between the conception of an idea and its physical realization. During this period, it is crucial to hold on to our faith and continue to believe in the unseen reality. This unwavering belief keeps us aligned with our goals and prevents us from being swayed by temporary setbacks or negative circumstances. Faith in the unseen also involves the practice of visualization. By vividly imagining our desired outcomes and experiencing the emotions associated with them, we create a mental blueprint that our subconscious mind can work towards. This mental rehearsal makes our goals more tangible and helps to bridge the gap between our current reality and our envisioned future. Visualization, coupled with strong emotion, enhances our faith and reinforces our belief in the eventual manifestation of our desires. Emotional resilience is another key aspect of faith in the unseen. This type of faith requires us to remain steadfast in our belief, even when external evidence seems to contradict our goals. It calls for a deep-seated confidence that what we desire is on its way, regardless of the current circumstances. This resilience allows us to navigate challenges with a sense of calm and assurance, knowing that our faith will ultimately be rewarded. The power of affirmations is closely tied to faith in the unseen. Affirmations are positive statements that reinforce our beliefs and intentions. By consistently repeating affirmations that align with our desired outcomes, we strengthen our faith and embed these beliefs in our subconscious mind. This practice helps to override any doubts or negative thoughts that may arise, keeping us focused on our goals and maintaining our faith in their eventual realization. Faith in the unseen also encourages us to take inspired action. While belief and visualization are crucial, they must be accompanied by actions that reflect our faith. When we act as if our goals are already achieved, we create a powerful alignment between our inner beliefs and our outer actions. This congruence accelerates the manifestation process and brings our desires closer to reality. Inspired action is a testament to our faith, demonstrating our commitment to our goals and our willingness to do what it takes to achieve them. Trusting in the unseen requires us to surrender control over the specifics of how and when our desires will manifest. It involves letting go of the need to micromanage the process and instead placing our trust in the natural flow of the universe. This surrender is not about passivity, but about maintaining a relaxed and open state of mind, free from anxiety and impatience. By trusting that the universe will arrange the details in the best possible way, we remain open to opportunities and synchronicities that support our goals. This principle also highlights the importance of maintaining a positive attitude. Faith in the unseen thrives in an environment of optimism and positivity. By focusing on what we want rather than what we lack, we create a positive vibrational frequency that attracts corresponding experiences into our lives. This positive outlook helps to sustain our faith and keeps us motivated, even when the path to our goals is not immediately clear. Faith in the unseen is about believing in the power of our inner vision and trusting that it will manifest in the physical world. It requires a deep conviction in the reality of our desires, supported by visualization, affirmations, and inspired action. This faith acts as a bridge between our current reality and our envisioned future, guiding us through challenges and maintaining our alignment with our goals. By cultivating and sustaining this faith, we harness the creative power within us and bring our deepest aspirations to life. Inner speech shapes outer reality. This principle underscores the profound influence that our internal dialogue, thoughts, and self-talk have on the external world we experience. It suggests that the words we speak to ourselves, consciously or unconsciously, create a powerful vibrational frequency that resonates with our external environment, shaping the events, circumstances, and outcomes we encounter in our lives. At its core, inner speech is the ongoing conversation we have with ourselves within the confines of our minds. It encompasses our beliefs, attitudes, interpretations, and narratives about ourselves, others, and the world around us. This inner dialogue is not merely a passive process, but a dynamic force that actively molds our perceptions and experiences. The principle of inner speech shaping outer reality highlights the connection between our internal world and the external world. Our thoughts and beliefs create a lens through which we interpret our experiences. If we habitually engage in negative self-talk, such as criticizing ourselves or dwelling on our shortcomings, we are likely to perceive the external world through a lens of negativity, which can attract corresponding experiences into our lives. Conversely, If we cultivate positive self-talk and affirming beliefs, we are more likely to perceive the world in a positive light, attracting favorable outcomes and opportunities. This principle is rooted in the concept of the law of attraction, which suggests that like attracts like. The thoughts and beliefs we hold within ourselves emit a vibrational frequency that resonates with similar frequencies in the external environment. Therefore, if we consistently engage in positive inner speech and maintain a mindset of abundance, gratitude, and possibility, we are aligning ourselves with positive experiences and opportunities in the external world. The power of inner speech lies in its ability to influence our emotions and actions. Our thoughts and beliefs trigger corresponding emotions, which in turn drive our behaviors and choices. For example, if we repeatedly tell ourselves that we are capable, worthy, and deserving of success, we are likely to feel confident, motivated, and empowered to pursue our goals. Conversely, if we harbor self-doubt and self-criticism, we may experience feelings of insecurity and fear, which can inhibit our actions and hold us back from realizing our potential. Moreover, inner speech shapes our perception of reality. It acts as a filter through which we interpret our experiences, determining what we focus on and how we respond to situations. If our inner dialogue is characterized by optimism and resilience, we are more likely to see opportunities in challenges and setbacks, viewing them as learning experiences rather than insurmountable obstacles. On the other hand, if our inner speech is dominated by negativity and pessimism, we may perceive difficulties as confirmation of our limitations, leading to a sense of defeat and resignation. The principle of inner speech shaping outer reality emphasizes the importance of cultivating self-awareness and mindfulness. By becoming conscious of our inner dialogue and actively monitoring the thoughts and beliefs we entertain, we can begin to exert greater control over our mental and emotional states. This awareness allows us to challenge and reframe negative self-talk, replacing it with affirming and empowering language that supports our growth and well-being. Techniques such as affirmations and positive self-talk can be powerful tools for harnessing the creative potential of inner speech. Affirmations are positive statements that affirm the reality we wish to create, repeated consistently to reprogram our subconscious mind. By consciously choosing empowering affirmations and repeating them regularly, we can reinforce positive beliefs and attitudes, gradually reshaping our inner landscape and, by extension, our outer reality. Visualization is another effective technique for leveraging the power of inner speech. By vividly imagining our desired outcomes and experiences, we engage our senses and emotions, making our visions more real and tangible. This mental rehearsal primes our subconscious mind to perceive opportunities and possibilities aligned with our inner dialogue, enhancing our ability to manifest our intentions in the external world. Ultimately, the principle of inner speech shaping outer reality invites us to recognize the creative power we hold within ourselves. By becoming conscious of our thoughts, beliefs, and self-talk, we can actively participate in the co-creation of our reality. Through mindfulness, self-awareness, and intentional practices such as affirmations and visualization, we can harness this power to shape a reality that reflects our deepest aspirations and highest potential. Be grateful now. This principle encapsulates the transformative power of gratitude as a mindset and practice that enhances our well-being and shapes our reality. It emphasizes the importance of cultivating an attitude of appreciation and thankfulness in the present moment, rather than waiting for external circumstances to align with our desires. We shift our focus from what is lacking to what is abundant in our lives, thereby inviting more blessings and positive experiences into our reality. At its essence, being grateful now is about recognizing and acknowledging the abundance that already exists in our lives, regardless of our current circumstances. It is a shift in perspective from scarcity to abundance, from focusing on what we lack to appreciating what we have. Gratitude is not dependent on external factors such as wealth, success, or material possessions. It is a state of mind that arises from an awareness of the blessings and opportunities present in every moment. The practice of being grateful now involves cultivating mindfulness and presence. It requires us to slow down, pause, and consciously acknowledge the blessings that surround us, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. This could include appreciating the beauty of nature, the warmth of the sun on our skin, the laughter of loved ones, or the kindness of a stranger. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to negativity and dissatisfaction. When we shift our focus to what we are grateful for, we reframe our perception of reality and cultivate a positive mindset. Instead of dwelling on problems or limitations, we choose to see the good in every situation, no matter how challenging or difficult. This shift in perspective not only uplifts our mood and enhances our sense of well-being, but also opens us up to new possibilities and solutions. Practicing gratitude has been scientifically proven to have numerous benefits for our mental, emotional, and physical health. Studies have shown that regularly expressing gratitude can improve mood, reduce stress levels, strengthen relationships, and even boost immune function. By consciously incorporating gratitude into our daily lives, we can enhance our overall quality of life and experience greater levels of happiness and fulfillment. Gratitude is also a powerful tool for manifestation. When we cultivate an attitude of gratitude, we align ourselves with the vibrational frequency of abundance and attract more blessings into our lives. The energy of gratitude is magnetic, drawing positive experiences, opportunities, and relationships towards us. By being grateful for what we have now, we create a fertile ground for the manifestation of our desires, as we focus on the abundance that already exists rather than on scarcity or lack. By spreading gratitude and appreciation, we contribute to the collective well-being and create a ripple effect of positivity and kindness in the world. The practice of being grateful now is simple yet profound. It involves making a conscious choice to shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, from problems to blessings, from fear to love. It requires us to cultivate an attitude of appreciation and thankfulness for the abundance that surrounds us, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. By embracing gratitude as a way of being, we open ourselves up to the limitless possibilities and blessings that life has to offer, and we invite more joy, love, and fulfillment into our reality. In conclusion, the principles discussed today serve as guiding lights on our journey of self-discovery and transformation. From the power of assumption to the practice of gratitude, each principle offers profound insights into the creative potential of our minds and the infinite possibilities that exist within us. As we reflect on these principles, let us remember that we are the architects of our reality, and our thoughts, beliefs, and actions shape the world we experience. May we embrace the power of assumption, persist in our beliefs, and cultivate faith in the unseen, knowing that our inner vision has the power to shape our outer reality. Let us harness the creative force of inner speech and revision, using our words and thoughts to build a life filled with purpose, abundance, and joy. And may we be grateful now, recognizing the blessings that surround us and opening our hearts to the abundance of life. As we incorporate these principles into our daily lives, may we remember that transformation is not a destination but a journey, and each moment offers an opportunity for growth and expansion. Let us walk this path with courage, curiosity, and compassion, knowing that we are supported by the boundless energy of the universe. Together, let us create a world filled with love, harmony, and possibility, where each of us is empowered to live our fullest potential and contribute our unique gifts to the tapestry of life. With gratitude for the journey we have embarked upon and faith in the journey that lies ahead, let us move forward with confidence and purpose, knowing that the power to create the life of our dreams resides within us.